Hello, my crafty friends. Welcome back. Jean here. Okay, this week's video, we are going to make some of these little cards. I'm making thank you ones today. I used to make these quite a bit in the past, but mostly Christmas and birthdays. And I would add them to a present when I don't give a regular card. But now I use a lot of thank you cards. So I bought this one because I didn't have any thank you cards left, just so I would have something to use until I had time to make some. So we are going to make some today. Boy, I'll get that out. So we're going to make some today. They are so simple to make. First thing I did is just kind of go through all my paper and kind of decide on what, patterns I want. I want, something that will look the same on both sides, okay? So because I don't want my pattern upside down. So I kind of did that. You don't have to do that. And pretty good weight, like a regular cardstock, not a paper. Because you don't need to make this too thick. These are just little thank you cards. You don't have to use, really heavy paper. But this is like regular, cardstock, like maybe an 80-pound. Some of them are a little heavier than others. So I did that first. You need to have, and you can use scraps with this because you only need to have a 6 by 3 inch. So 6 by, if you're using a 12 by 12, well, you can get 4 out of a sheet. So, but a lot of these were like partial sheets that I used and stuff like that. So that's what I tend to do. And so I got those, and let's put those over here. I pretty much got everything ready because you guys don't need to see me, think and punch and all that stuff, So I punched up a bunch of little circles and ovals that I might use for the sayings. So I got a bunch of sayings so I can layer them. So I got a bunch of sayings done. All thank you. I got some other background pieces. And I used my 2 stamp sets. I used this one from Dollar Tree, a thank you one, which I thought was perfect when I found it at Dollar Tree. So I used that. And I don't know where I got this Sizzix one. I don't know if it was a free gift that I had gotten somewhere, or because I don't remember ever buying it. It could have been a free gift. It could have been given to me. It doesn't really have a name on it. Let's see. I'm trying to see if it has any kind of name on it. And you guys might see one, but I don't see one. But it had thank you one in it, and then it's got these dies that cut this shape out, and then they cut that shape out. So I cut some of those out so they're ready. And then my oval die was this infinity die from Hero Arts. I'm sure I got it many years ago. Most of the stuff that I have is always in my stash. I don't buy a lot of new stuff. And when I do buy stamps and stuff like that, most of the time I buy things like this that I can use for more than one thing, And I've got I think I got a circle one, I got a rectangle one, but I don't know if I have the square one yet of different brands. So I use that. And we may use our corner rounder. I use the VersaFine. I will link as much of this stuff as I can. That's the ink I use, VersaFine. I used some of these punches. I like using punches. I don't have all the sizes of my circles yet, but this is a 1 3/4 inch scallop, which I love for layering. And then I didn't have, this one fit perfect, but the other one that I wanted to layer, I didn't have the in-between. So let's put that on a color one because it looks better if you put it on a color one, Jean. I like using, because I like to layer. So I used that, and then I used my, get this over there, 1 inch and 2 inch. So I think it's the 1.5 inch I don't have. Use that. I got plenty of embellishments that we're going to use. These are a pack of little bows, which was from a Temu haul. I got just some pearls, half pearls. I found these little flowers in my stash. And then I got these ones. These I use for centers of flowers and stuff, but I might better use them on here somewhere. So I pulled those out. And let's start with an easy peasy one. And I will show you how to make an envelope for these at the end too. Okay, so we'll need our scoreboard, of course. all you're going to do, so easy, is you're just going to score these down the middle, of course. So just score them down at 3 inches. And let me see if you guys are close enough. I might bring you just a little bit in. Okay, so I just do that. Oh, and this paper I scored too deeply, so it kind of, you gotta be careful sometimes when on some of this paper so that you don't push too hard. Okay, so this is just, you know, it's kind of a yellowish gold background, and then it's got the gold flowers. So it's a little hard to match a color with this one. So what I did was just basically went with, this one I kept simple. So I punched out a gold, my gold foil paper, gold oval, and then where are my little thank yous? Here they are. So let's see, we're gonna just put a white one on here, and then I'll just put one of my, if I can get a hold of one, I'm trying to get these apart there, and then we're just gonna glue one of the thank yous on like that, and we're gonna put that on, and simple, and we will also, on this one, we will also round our corners. Any rounder will do. This one is not the best one anymore. This one's getting pretty old. But this is the one that was closest to me, and I grabbed, and we're going to go with it. It's getting old, like me. That was actually one of my first ones I've had. Actually, it might be a second, because I think the first one I had actually broke. So I think that, but it's the same style. Now I have others. Okay, so we're gonna round that one. And this one, like, I don't do nothing inside because I don't stamp. I write inside these little cards. I don't stamp inside of them. So all we're gonna do is glue this down. And what I do is when I make these cards, like when I made the Christmas ones, birthday ones, whatever, I'll do all one style. So I may do all Christmas, all birthday, all, like right now, thank you. I cut out a whole bunch of things. You know, I cut everything out. I have a whole bunch of other off to my side. I have all the other pieces, all these circles and everything, so that I can mass produce and work along pretty quickly. So I don't have to take time, cut something. And you just use what's in your stash, guys. Don't worry about, like, you know, if you need to have the exact same thing as I do. No, I'm sure, you know, you might have thank you. You only need one thank you stamp. I have a couple different styles because I had 2 different sets, but you don't need that. And I got to get this on because, you know, you're on that silver, that paper, that smooth paper wants to slide. So got to be careful when you push. So you know me, when I craft, I pretty much always use what I have. I don't buy a lot of new stuff. I'm not a big stamper. So, and when I do buy stamps and stuff like that, it's something that I can use for more than one thing. Okay, we're just gonna hold that down. And then you have the very first one. How quick and easy was that? Make sure it stays down good. Okay, so we're just gonna keep that one plain. It's got enough glitz to it, so I don't think I need to add no bling or nothing like that because there's more than enough. You know, this one I won't use for anybody because I pushed too hard with my bone folder there, or with my thing there. So so that's the first one. Let me grab, I'm just going to go and grab whatever color is next. So we're going to grab this one. So this is just stripes. You know, like I said, all this can be used for birthdays too. I am sure most people don't use, like, I don't give a Christmas card. At Christmas time, I don't give a big Christmas card to everybody. If I'm giving them a gift, like all the kids, I don't give them a separate card. They get one of these kind of in with the gift. It's like no sense of giving them, you know, card all the time. Unless, of course, I'm doing money in it. But then that's a whole different story, right? Then I use my other ones. All right, let's get that one down. Now this one's okay. It has a pink inside. If you can use double-sided paper, and this one's fine. It's still light enough to write on, so I'm not going to put anything inside, and I like the hearts inside, so that one's really cute. So let's pick out a color. Like I said, I did all these different colors, so I think we'll go with yellow on that. No, let's do it this way. Let's do the background yellow, on this one. I was going to do white, but I think I like this better. So I'm going to do yellow here, and then the thank you white on this one. How's that look? Okay. Like if I did white, I'll show you the white. So if I went with white, do I have a big white one? Yeah, here we go. I know I cut a bunch of millions of colors. Just how much that changes. So you can go with that way too if you want. So let me see if I like that better or we like the other one better. So you can go with that. And I will do some of them white, some of them yellow. I mean, I got plenty of things cut out. I will switch it up. You know, I think I'm going to go with the white. I'm changing my mind, guys. That's what I do. But I'll make some, you know, like they don't all have to be exactly the same. I might put different embellishments on them, you know, because I'll be making a bunch of these off video, of course. You're not going to sit here and watch me make 50 of them. I might make a box for them later on, a holder for these little ones. This one has a nice box, but I think I might make a holder with a lid. And, you know, I'll probably put that on video too. I got this. I should bring my notebook down here. I have this notebook that has all the projects in that I want to eventually do. Some of them are, of course, are seasonal, so I have to wait for like that holiday to come around or whatever. But I eventually get to it all. But, you know, there's just, you know, so much time in my day. Okay. Now let's take, I got that one just a little crooked, but we'll survive. Let's take our little pink flowers maybe. No. Now I don't know if I like it on the, it would have been good on the white. Let's take, I'm looking at my bows in here and seeing what I have for my bows. If I want to put a bow on here, let's see. Yellow, let's see what a white one looks like on the yellow. This one also has just these little white, little pearls and stuff in it that want to stick to you. I mostly use those for my shaker cards. Now I've got to get them off of me. Oh my goodness, these little ones. Okay, I think instead I'm going to use, because I don't like the pink on the yellow now. I'm gonna pop into some of these. And what color do we want to put on there? Let's see what the pink looks like on there. There's so many colors in here. Oh, there's some green in here. Let's try the green. There's green in here. There's so many different colors in this card here. Okay, I'm just going to push these off to the side because we're definitely going to use those again. And now, where's my picker up tool? You know where it is? It's upstairs. It is. So we're going to have to do this the hard way, guys. We'll have to do it the hard way. Because I only have one. Oh, wait. Here's the other one. One of these are broken. All right. Let's just do the green. It's kind of like a limey green. We'll just put a little dot on each side. A little dot will do ya. You don't need a lot of glue for this. And then I lost my other one. This one needs to be flipped. And flip. Okay. If you have all your supplies ready ahead of time, guys, you can whip a bunch of these out in no time at all. And there's another one. Starting to get a little messy on our table here. Okay, great. Let's just go for another design. What's the next design we want to? We're just going to kind of go right down the pile here. Grab that one. Do the same thing. I was going to score them all, but they kind of store better flattened. So I left them flat, and I thought I'll score them on camera. Okay. Now this one, we are going to put on the inside. Let me just make sure we're going to get that even. Okay, now this one, I think I did cut a square out. We're going to put a white square inside just because it'll be a little harder to write on that. This is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So we're going to put that inside so that we have something to write on. Just to make it easy. I should fill my bottle one of these days. I have enough yet, but I'll have to order pretty soon again. Okay. That off there. Move that off to my side. Yeah, now we got something to write on inside. Now, I like the flowers, so I think the rest of them, because they had flower print, I think I am sticking with these because they look like a flower to me. And what we got in here? Yellow, that's more of a teal. The pink will go, but the yellow will go. Let's do yellow. Can you tell I like the brighter colors? Okay, let's put a yellow on there. Put the yellow one on. And where's my circles? So we got a couple different ones. We have the thank you and the thank you so much. So we did 2 thank yous already. We'll do a thank you so much. Okay, so let's center this on there. Beautiful. And you could definitely just leave this plain too if you want. Like if you don't want to take the time to cut things out, you know, you can just, some of them you can stamp right on, or you can just, you know, stamp on a different piece of paper. It doesn't have to be, you know, these scallops and all that. You can just make a simple little square, rectangle. You know, if you don't have dies and stuff, use what you have. I didn't have dies back in the day, so, you know, you go through your cupboards, you take different glasses and plates and all that stuff, and you make circles. I mean, I can cut a square. I'm not very good at, doing a circle. So, and I don't normally like foam any of this stuff or anything. I leave it pretty well flat because they're just little, thank you cards. Okay, and your preference, glue or tapes. I like the glue. You have a few extra minutes with glue. All right. Now, I think I will take these little gems and then just scatter them in the centers of some of these flowers just to add a little bling bling. So let's see what we want to do. We can do this one up here. Just see what colors we want to put in there. Oop, almost maybe a little too much there, but that's okay. Maybe we'll do this one down here. You don't have to go overboard, just, put a few. Let's see. Take this kind of bluish one here. I'll give you a close look up of those. And we'll put a yellow one in this one. It had a yellow center anyways. And another blue one here. Make sure I get it. That's not the right way. We got to flip it over. That's probably more than enough. So just so you can see it, let's see if the light will catch it. There's some added glitter. You can see all those. There's one there. One there. Like I said, add as many as you want. You can do that. Oop. Let's move those aside again so I don't dump the whole thing. Okay. And we have another style done. Okay. What's the next one in my pack? Oh, this is my favorite. I love this paper. It was the last one in my stash. I think it was a paper in a paper pack years ago. And so you can see all the glitter. It's not the glitter that comes off. It's kind of, it's a really nice glitter. So you can see. And I can't even remember where it came from. You got to remember, I've been crafting for many years. I just started doing YouTube videos in the last 2.5 years now. So I don't, I have a big stash and I need to use that too. All right. I always want to try to make sure I'm getting this straight. losing everything. Okay. All right. A little glitter came off from when I did that. All right, how do we want to do that one? Again, of course, we'll take our flower. And again, I usually do the yellow. Looks like it washes out a little bit too much. There's the green. But then I only got the green here and the green here. That again, it doesn't really match. Perfect. Let's see what the pink looks like. And this pink. So we've got some pink here around it, so you can kind of see. So let's do that. Let's go into pink. And like I said, on the next one I do, I'll probably put the yellow. I might do the green. You know, I'll switch it up. They're not all gonna look exactly alike. And they're pretty similar. You don't need to go into a lot of effort with this. You know me. Easier the better. Okay, and then we're gonna put that one down. Let's see. No, we'll round the corners on the next one. This one I don't really want to do with the pretty flowers. And you can flip it over to see which side you like better, you know, which is what I might do. I might take this side. That one's got the lighter color one on this side though. That almost matches. Because it is, you know, double-sided. What's in this one? And that's still writable. It's still a light enough color. So that's still plenty lightable. This one, how about let's use a bow. Love this pack of bows. Like I said, I'll link everything I can. I mean, you've got, I don't know why they put these in. The rest are all bows. I don't know why they put these in. But, you know, they're almost like they really don't work like if you wanted to put it in the center of the bow. But I would put a rhinestone there if I wanted to do that. Let's take pink. I think we'll just set that right up here like that. What do you think? Okay, let's go with it. And I will put it on. So I make sure I get some on. Since this isn't round, on all four corners. And then we'll plop it right down there. I'm getting glue all over me, so things want to start sticking. And there. That one's cute. Cute. Love it. Okay, that's like 4 of them. And I think I just got one more. And that's this kind of blue one. Kind of maybe a little bit of green in that blue. Let's see what I want to do. Oh, I think I'll do on this one. Let's get fancy with this one, guys. Let's get fancy. Anything, keep in mind though, like I don't just send this little card in the mail, of course, so it doesn't really matter what I put on the front because it's gonna usually go inside of a gift, like in a gift bag or something like that. So I don't have to worry about what I put on the front. So if you wanted to put, you know, thicker embellishments on, then you put thicker embellishments on. Okay. Got a lot of yellow in there. We're gonna keep using our flowers, guys. Now here I'm going to test. Do I want to do white background, yellow background? Do I have any more? I don't have any of the big ones in color. How come I didn't do that? I have some in stamps, so I guess we're going to do yellow. I got a bunch of plain circles. Guess we'll do the yellow, which is pretty. And I'm going to do that. Go with it. Don't overthink your process. Just go with it. It usually turns out just fine. My problem is I overthink too much, and I'm better than when I first started crafting. Oh my God, I was such a perfectionist. Like, oh no, that's crooked. I can't give that card to anybody, you know. I have relaxed, and I mean, granted, I probably got a little better at crafting and getting things a little straighter over the years. but I don't stress about it if something is a little crooked, not perfectly straight. Okay, let's take our blue bling here. Let's get crazy with this one, guys. We are going to put the little blue dots all the way around. Let's get crazy. And we need the Pokey tool part. Start over here, and we'll just put some dots. Don't go too far ahead of yourself because your glue might dry, because this is a Pokey process. And they are sticky, but a lot of times the sticky's been sticking to the plastic, so I put glue down. You know, I like my little project kind of the stuff to stay on it as best I can before the person gets it. I almost always, when I'm using like these embellishments, put glue down even if they are sticky. See my little, you probably can't see, it's got a slight little bend at the end. I don't know if it was made that way or if I did something to it. Knowing me, you'd never know. And then what I'm doing is wiping the glue off after, because the glue is getting on there a little bit. So I'm wiping it after I position it. I'm wiping it off my Pokey tool so as not to get any, you know, stuck on there, so my embellishments don't come off as nicely. Okay. This will probably be the most tedious one. Don't worry, I got plenty of gems, guys. I got gems and galore. Yes, I do. I got rhinestones, I got pearls, I got it all. Told you, it's too many years of crafting, and you can't get rid of anything, you know. You may need it someday. I very rarely get rid of anything, because you just never know when you'll need it. Ooh, come here, flip the other way. There we go. Yeah, now you don't have to do this. It is a little bit more tedious, but I think it's cute. Adds a little bit more. Uh-oh. Flip. Okay, 3 more. Oh, that was lovely. No one ever said I was, you know, a neat crafter. And I could have went with these little things too, but I didn't want as much the glitter looking sparkle, because not everybody likes a lot of sparkle. Okay, isn't that cute? Let me get my glue on here before I forget. And then I was gonna do the corners on this one, so let's quick do that. See, I would normally do all my corners before I even start. Like, so I would take whatever ones I want corners on and do my corners right away. I have a little assembly line I usually work on. So there's that one. Isn't that cute? All right, so let's push that aside. Let's show you how easy it is to make your own envelope. Now, we're gonna probably be going somewhat fast. I'm just moving those out of my way. I just seen my cap. Here it is. Okay, very easy to make your own envelopes, and this works for any style card, any size card. All you do, let's take one that's kind of, so I don't know if those are dry. I don't want to knock them off yet. So you just take, that one don't have a corner down there. So you want to measure from corner to corner, okay? From corner to corner, it's 4 1/4, okay? Add on 1 inch. So I need to cut a 5 1/4 inch square. I'm just going to use for this sample. I'm just using regular copy paper, which is more than fine to use for an envelope. But normally I would use copy weight like decorative paper because I have plenty of that too. So let me just cut a quick 5 1/4 inch square with one of my many cutters. Don't even ask. I don't even know how many cutters I have. But they're from years of testing and seeing which one you like and stuff like that. Now, if you don't have decorative paper, you can always stamp little things on this if you want. But, you know, you don't even have to use a card. You could just throw this in or an envelope. I mean, you could just throw this in your gift bag. Okay, so now I'll take one. I'm trying to figure out which one. I don't want to bump anything off of it. All you do is, and I'll put this center. I'm just centering my corners using on my line. Let me bring it down a little bit so you can see my lines here. So all I'm doing is taking mine and just centering it down, the corners down to the line. And then I'm just going to position this best you can. You have to be perfect in the middle. Something like that. Okay. And then I'm going to fold up one side. And then I'm going to fold. And you can get, like I said, you can get as fancy as you want. I can round these corners if I want. And then I'm just going to fold up there. Okay. And then the same thing here. I just kind of take my fingernail and kind of score. And then I'm going to fold like that. Okay. Then I'm going to take it back off. And then, you know, you can use your little fancy, you know, punch thing that I have to get that. But I just take, and I just cut that off for extra bulk. Get rid of that bulk. You can, you know, like I said, you can use, you got the envelope maker like I do, which I don't use a lot because it's so easy to make envelopes. But I didn't know that until like in the last few years, how easy it was to make your own envelopes. So, okay. So that. And then I would just take, I don't have my tape. Here I would use tape. I'm just going to just do a quick little glue down. Here is where I would actually run some tape, but I don't have my tape right handy here. Okay, and then I would just run tape along here, but I'll just use, and I don't think I need to, because the corner doesn't go over. See, sometimes when you're making an envelope, your point will go over into this area. And then I would either tuck it under, cut it off, or whatever. But these little ones don't do that. So let's just run some glue quickly. I don't normally use glue on copy paper because I'll show you in a second. You can kind of see it if you use too much to bubble up. I usually use tape for my envelopes. Can't really see it on this doing it. So then this one, and I just make sure it's kind of straight. And then if you want, you can round this one if you want. Use a decorative punch to make a fancy, you know, to make it fancy. And I used to have that little stick that you put on and it dries and then you can wet it and it seals. And then you put it in and there you have your cute little envelope. So it's so easy to make envelopes for anything. All right. So let's get this out of the way and we'll go back and see what we've all done. So how easy is that? This was our first one. Trying to get the glare, but you know, this one's too glary. Cute. And I don't know which order I made them in. I'm just going to show them. Doesn't really matter, I guess. I like the scallop on that. This one we got the little gems. It's a little hard to see the gems on camera. The stripe one is so cute, nice and vibrant and pretty. And I really like this one too. And like on some of them, I'll put the white scallop and then I'll put yellow gems around. Or I also got the rhinestones and the pearls, so I could do both. So that is how easy it is to make your own thank you cards, birthday notes. I think most people call them like mini notes or whatever, note cards. I don't know what people call them, but you know, I think I have always called them note cards, so that's what I'm going to call them, I guess. But these would be more considered a mini note card. So that is how easy to make your own. And, you know, if you need a birthday card or something at the last minute, it is a lot quicker to make one of these than to make a regular birthday card. So if you need some kind of card at the last minute, and like I said, these are perfect for Christmas, you know, because then you can also punch a hole in it, and then you could tie it onto your gift bag. So you don't have to, you know, so it's like a tag, works like a tag. You can tie it onto your gift bag too, and you have like a regular card instead of just a tag. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And as always, guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.